Here we go. Anyway, we are live to the world. We probably won't reach the world, but there you go. We never do, but it's a bit asteroid. If we reach the moon, yeah, Dad's Steve. I'm not like Luke. I can't afford my own.
That's because you're not mobile today. That's why.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, you didn't see the can of lager down by the gear stick. Don't drink and drive. You'll spill it everywhere.
Yeah.
Promise you, yeah.
And all
Anyway,
your switches will get sticky.
Live, those that are watching recorded, thank you ever so much. Every view, every comment is much appreciated. We're Paranormal Monday Live. We're made up of Paul, which is host of the Ghosts, myself, and Luke, which are South Coast Ghosts. I started South Coast Ghosts, most people know, back in 2007 because people made me. And God knows what I'm still doing here.
And still going strong, mate.
Oh, I don't know what I could do with my bed. But and we are Poppy. Poppy we're all of us are non-profit making. This is our hobby. We're doing this now for the benefit of obviously ourselves to get us out there and hopefully get more locations, but obviously you as well. And Poppy Unified Paranormal Investigators is there just to bring everything together, and hopefully meet up with some of you sometime. This week we're going to be talking. Well, I'm going to be talking about a recent one I did last week, which was in Cornwall. We'll skate quickly on to the investigation we've just done at D-Day Tunnels on Saturday, which was quite successful. We had quite a few new people there, which was nice to see, and so forth. I mean, Paul wasn't at that one, unfortunately. Paul's got an upcoming platform. He's on platform in a couple of weeks' time, so he's on the spot. Yeah.
no pressure then. No pressure.
If you want to come on and join us, please feel free. If you want to talk about any paranormal subject, we cover anything from time travel, time slips, unidentified flying objects, lights in the sky, orbs, obviously ghosts, full body apparitions, noises, bumps in the night, things like that. If you sense something or you want to know if you've got a question, just put it to us. I will say if you put it into the Facebook comments without visiting StreamYard first, you will come up as a simple comment and a user. Please put your name beside the comment or visit the StreamYard link, which I haven't done, so I can't post. I better not do that because I might cut everybody off. Being a bit of a technophobe. But no, everybody's been well this week, apart from Paul. It's on his own personal a few bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
This time next week, he can give us some news that it was a full scare.
Yeah,
hopefully.
you never know. You never know.
Yeah. We don't want to be investigating you, mate. All right. So
I don't want to be contacted from the other side. I'd rather stay this side.
God, it's that Darren again. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh look, there's Luke. Oh no, he's brought his mum. Anyway.
Oh, Lukey, bless you.
Yeah, how is your mum anyway, Luke?
She's all right, yeah.
She okay? She eating a Chinese?
Yeah.
What are you eating tonight then, Luke?
I had a kebab.
Kebab?
Bab.
Did you go up in time to eat a kebab?
You mean?
Yeah.
Blimey.
I've always been confused that he was up at 3 o'clock, I love you know.
3 o'clock? Was it daylight then?
Yeah.
Was it daylight then, Luke?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Was it? All right.
It's like, oh, I can't see. Oh.
I'm beginning to wonder, Luke, whether you turn into someone different at night than you do during the day. You transform.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hey.
into a werewolf or something.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, vampire.
We can't be a vampire. He's got a tooth missing.
I'm telling you. Either that or he's anorexic. Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, where were we?
Yeah, let's pick on his mum instead. Anyway,
Yeah. She's out of sight.
how was the pink tribute then? Was it good?
God, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah,
Where was that then?
I don't know. You went. No, sorry, no, you didn't go. Right, well, those that watch this, whatever we're doing here, show. I've obviously returned last Monday. I did the live from a car park in Exeter on my way back from Cornwall, and I haven't had any messages yet, but I'm sure I will. Those that know, Alistair Crowley, I did his actual house in Cornwall, which turned out pretty interesting. We're gonna have to try and arrange something to maybe have a little break or something and meet up for a day or something, Paul. And
Yeah.
because it's somewhere that you and Jen would absolutely die for.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, 30 East Drive. Nah, it's nothing like it.
Yeah.
This is a derelict or semi-derelict, secluded, in the middle of nowhere cottage.
Yeah.
Couple of miles hike up a hill, and you've got the most beautiful views when you're up there. But when you first get there, absolutely fine, nothing. After about 30 minutes, you know somebody's watching you. You don't
Right.
think, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been editing the video today, obviously, because I've got probably 5-6 hours of video from it, and viewers on YouTube don't want to sit there and watch 5-6 hours of footage.
No.
But they do want to see the good bits and how you got there and so forth.
Sure.
And I've been watching it back, and I've been thinking, was I actually there? Was this real? Yes, it was real. Yeah. And listening to some of the comments that we were saying to each other, there's one point where, I mean, it was a really warm day. I had a t-shirt on and a black rainproof jacket open, and walking up there, I was like regretting taking it. This is hot. This is really, really hot. And you could hear me in the video to get up there.
Yeah.
And we've gone into this house, and it's still nice and warm. It's still beautiful warm. And then all of a sudden, Jack turned around. He went, "Oh, it's gone cold." And I went, "Yeah, it has, hasn't it?" And Anthony went, "Yeah, it's really cold here." And I said, "Well, the outside of my jacket is still quite mild. The outside of my jacket is still warm, but inside's freezing." I mean, not a bit, but it was really, looking back, it was really, really, really cold. And Ben turned around and he went, "Darren," because he always starts with Darren. And he's never going to get my name, that kid, nor the neighbours. But they must think that bloke Darren. I wish he changed his name. Cool.
He's wanted more than Robin Hood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you feel the atmosphere change in the room though?
Yeah.
Or just the coldness?
The coldness came first, and all four of us, without shadow of doubt, felt it. And then Ben turns around and he went, "It's a bit like turning the air conditioning on the car, the air conditioner, and pointing it right on you." And I said, "Do you know what? you're right. You are 100% right. And it stayed with us for about 5 minutes, and all of a sudden we got hot. And I mean, not a little bit warm, but hot. And then Angela said, "There's something really weird here." I said, "What's that?" She went, and you can actually see her hair in the video when I put the video up on YouTube. I'll put a link on here and
Yeah.
you can actually see her hair. She says there's no wind by the window directly outside,
Right.
but inside, which leads into another room, there's a wind. Not a draft, but actual wind. And you can see when she stands in front of the door, her hair's blowing forwards from behind, yeah? And when she goes and stands by the open window, there's no wind.
That's bad. That's bad, isn't it?
And also, outside, there's no glass in the window. Outside, it's so overgrown.
Yeah.
It's camouflaged in because it's so overgrown.
Yeah.
There is none of the shrubs outside, the weeds, are moving. They're dead still. But she goes back inside to this window, to this doorway, and the hair's blown. And the kids did the same. They've done exactly the same. And we're like, this is really weird. Well, we then had some people turn up, 3 people. And they've been up there before. She was telling us about these faces she caught in the fire, and she showed me the pictures. It was quite impressive.
Right.
And anyway, they were there for about 35, 40 minutes or something. And they left, and Angela went and stood in the corner, and she said, "This is weird." I said, "What?" Now, there's a huge pentagram, or I don't know what you'd actually call this. If I can find it on my phone, I will show you.
Yeah. What, on the floor or on the wall?
On the floor.
That doesn't give you a lot of hope then, being there, does it? You uncover one of them. But he was very much into that. Oh, right, yeah. Blimey.
Can you?
Tell him to keep it up.
There, right in the middle of the floor, look. Yeah.
It's like got a star a little bit.
Yeah.
What is that, Jen?
But I can't quite see it.
It's got a pentagram on each corner.
You won't highlight.
Let me see if I can find a better one for you.
Yeah.
Did you get a picture of it, Angela?
Yeah, it's on my computer now.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
Don't know. Sorry. I've got to go up the road quickly.
There's another.
Post the letter.
All right, yeah. No, it's turned round, mate.
No, I can't see it properly, Darren.
Just send it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, we'll have a look. Get Jen to have a look.
I can't.
No.
Yeah, it's in the.
It's right in the middle, isn't it?
I can't see it.
Send it to us in a picture, mate.
I will,
I'll
mate.
get Jen to have a look, see what she thinks.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. I've never actually seen one like this before. It gets even more disturbing. I'll tell you in a second.
But he was very much into that, though, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, very much.
So wouldn't you have been surprised if you'd have gone there and not found one?
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, these are the 3 people that came up, 2 women and a bloke. She said she was up a couple of weeks before, and they found the livers of animals or whatever in a pot up there.
Oh.
Where they've
So they still use it up there?
Yeah.
Blimey.
They're still using it. That's. I mean, there's a couple of blocks. There looks like a bit where the head man would stand, and then on the Pentagon's people around. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
at least 7 people.
Huh.
Now, Angela asked me at one point how I actually felt, and I said I could actually feel comfy here. I could feel comfy at home, and I really, really did feel quite comfortable. Then all of a sudden, it just flipped, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to be there anymore.
Oh, blimey.
We must have been there for about an hour and a half. I mean, there's only so much you can do when you've obviously got them with you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
A bit of corning out and so forth. But when Angela went and stood in the corner, she felt like she was being lifted up off the floor, going upwards, didn't you?
A portal. Maybe a portal in the corner.
That's what you said, wasn't it?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said. Because I went and stood over there and I was being pulled into the corner, the actual corner. Now, this is where this sinister thing is on the floor. And I wonder if there's something open there.
Definitely. You definitely would say that. I would say, there would be a graveyard or something close by as well, to me.
Well, that burial pit, burial
Yeah.
units there, yeah. So that's at the end of the garden, what would have been the garden.
Right, right.
And it's right on the top of the hills at Zena. I mean, you would not know it was there. Why did you put a burial mound right up there for starters? And it's all painted white as well. And then they've obviously built the croft, cottage. There was squatters in there at one time. There was squatters, but they've long gone.
They say that he used to build them mounds that high because it moved them closer to God.
Closer to heaven, I suppose. That's,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Because that's a lot of the Vikings used to think that. The higher the mountain, the nearer to God or heaven they would become. So the travel distance would be less. That's how they saw it. So that's why you get their mounds are so high,
Yeah, we've got yeah.
Hi, good evening, whoever you are.
Yeah. If you can put your name beside your comment, because
Sorry, Poppy.
Hi, good evening to you.
Yeah, actually I might be able to go on to here and we refresh this. But no, it's hard to explain the actual feeling when you it's Jackie.
Oh, hi Jackie, good evening.
Thanks for joining us again. Thanks for joining us. We're just talking about Carn Cottage, which was Alistair Crowley's Cornwall home. Now the story goes, if I can find this again,
Have you been out anywhere, Jackie, on an investigation with your son recently?
We've got here. This was 22nd October 18. Alice Crowley was a ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer and occultist, and started his own religion, Thelemism. Known as the Great Beast, Crowley owned Carn Cottage between St Ives and just in Cornwall, and used it as a base for his occult practices. He was sexually liberated, recreational drug taker long before the 1960s social revolution, and followed do what thou wilt philosophy. Interested in his teachings grew in the 1960s, and rock stars such as Jimmy Page were influenced by his ideas. It said the cottage was a spot where Crowley summoned the devil himself, and rumours of hauntings remain to this day. Despite being dead for more than 80 years, Alistair Crowley, who was branded the Satanist and the wittiest man in the world, is still remembered in the area. Some travel to the house to spend the night as a form of rite of passage, and the name of the brave visitors scrawled on the walls. The sinister reputation of the cottage was reinforced on the evening Saturday, May the 21st, 1938. Basically, local newspaper, the West Briton, reported of the death of a famous woman, Catherine Laird Arnold Foster, who died after visiting the cottage. The cottage was being rented out by a couple named Gerald and Elaine Vaughan, and Catherine, who lived nearby, went to their aid. Details of what happened vary, but by the end of the ordeal, Catherine was dead, and Gerald Vaughan went mad and ended up in the asylum. Over the years, the cottage changed hands many times and became a studio for an artist, Margot McAvee, who left it to her daughter Nico, who owns Carn Cottage with her brother Paul. Nico said it needs a lot of work doing to it, but needs someone to live here. It would be a shame if it became a holiday home. It would be really nice if an artist or an author could make it home again. The secluded home is thought to be haunted, but could become home for an artist. Yeah. Now, basically, there is supposed yes, Crowley. Yeah. Yes, Crowley Jacks. Yeah, that's the one. But basically, the story behind it is supposed to be that Crowley used to do human sacrifice up there because he owned a house on the banks of Loch Ness, and it had to face a certain way with an entrance in the middle and a hall and so forth. Strange, they've all been bought by rock stars or written by rock stars after this as well.
Yeah.
And it was a 6-month ritual, and he got like 4 months through it. And reputedly supposed to have either been in the middle of it or finished it at Carn Cottage. When you go in there, the feeling is like nothing else. As I say, when you first go in there, just anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You know when you see it. There's a few dotted about on the plateau and on the hillside, and you look over and you go, no, there it is. And by God, it's the one. You know that's it. Anyway, I stood in the corner. I'm being pulled right backwards, and I'm like, it doesn't normally happen to me like that.
Mm.
And the same spot Angela stood on had been pulled upwards. I kept seeing someone out the corner of my eye as well. I really did keep seeing someone just straight across the door where there was the no wind. You could literally move from here to here, and you're in the wind here, out the wind there. But there was nothing on the bushes outside.
Thing is, if that portal's open, you can imagine what could come in and out of there.
Not very nice stuff. Not very nice.
Well, yeah.
It's not a nice house at all. Not a very nice house. But
I don't know whether I'd want to stay there overnight, would you?
No, I think I'd pass. Yeah.
That's a long way to run if something goes wrong, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not the. We do this because of our interest and our curiosity. We don't do it to be put in danger.
No.
I think places like that are in danger. You are in danger. I mean, come on. One died and one went in the nut house. Yeah. I mean, what made him go in the nut house? No.
Well, yeah. What did he see?
Yeah. What
You know?
happened?
Yeah.
What happened? I mean, you're in a house where somebody died of fear and somebody went insane. Do you want to stay there tonight? No, you don't.
No.
You know?
No, I don't think I'd want to. You know, you're too far from civilization, aren't you? If something was to go wrong, or one of you ran and got injured, broke your leg, or whatever, because you're trying to escape, you know, that's if you say it's about 1.5 miles up a track, I mean, you'd end up in serious problems, couldn't you? Really?
It took us 35 minutes to get down, 40 minutes to get down, because it's so overgrown. I mean, the average human being will walk 3 miles an hour easy, yeah?
Yeah.
3.5 miles in an hour. you know, if you're talking about like, let's say it's a mile up the hill, yeah, and it takes you 45 minutes to get down, it just shows you. Well, you'll see on the video how overgrown it actually is.
Yeah, it'd be
I will-
interesting to see that.
You will see on the video how over, and I haven't put all of it on. There's walls which are like 5 foot high. You've got to clamber over. I know the way up there now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if we do, I mean, it'd be great to have a meet up down there. I mean,
definitely,
if you had a holiday down there at the same time as us and somebody else,
Yeah.
who else to come along,
definitely.
and we can set
Definitely.
like maybe 1 or 2 separate days out, because there's so many places down there which
Yeah,
we can go to, which are fantastic. I mean, there's little pubs that do their own little investigations and stuff down there, like the Smugglers Inn, and we
Yeah.
kept putting it and stuff. I mean, the organised ghost walks and whatever, some of them are charging 15 quid a person.
are they? Blimey.
Now, one thing while I'm thinking about ghost walks, what I would like to do,
Yeah.
before October, is I would like to do the Guildford Ghost Walk again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to do that. So perhaps we could like
Get that arranged, shall we?
get something penciled in for it.
Because there's also the one in Brighton, isn't it?
Yeah, there is one in Brighton, and that is bloody good.
Yeah.
It was good, Angela, wasn't it? Brighton. Remember we stayed down in Brighton with the motorhome?
Yeah.
And we did the ghost walk.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, that was good.
Yeah. Give her a little nudge. But he's quite a comical kind of guy.
Yeah.
The only thing I felt sorry for him, because it's Brighton and you're doing the old lanes in Brighton, and you've got all the drunks out, yeah?
Yeah.
And so forth. And
we'll find out about the Guildford one, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll book something. I mean, it'd be nice if we could do it as a team.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people he wants to do a private one for. Now, this is an interesting thing. I don't know how far away from Page you are.
Would you go again, Jackie, if you had the chance? If we were to book it up, Jackie, would you go? So if we have numbers, if people message myself, Darren, and Luke with numbers, then maybe we could say to them, we have a team event. How much for a team? Obviously include Jackie and a few others of our investigators that are missing off of here. Maybe he will do a team one. But would you go? Would you go though, Jackie, if we arranged it? Because I think it'd be very interesting. Guildford's very interesting anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as not working. Well, Guildford is. Yeah.
Okay.
Guildford's very interesting, isn't it? It's got It's got a lot of old buildings. It's got a lot of layers, and so forth.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we'll look into that, and I'll message Jackie with some dates. If you want to have a look as well, Luke, do a bit of investigating and see, ping them a message or whatever, and we'll see if we can get a team event one.
Yeah,
it's just all of us that we know.
We could even end up at a haunted pub or something, and have a drink at a haunted pub. Hey, that's what we're all about. That's what we're all about.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah,
everybody.
More involvement. If people want shyness and self-esteem needs to drop now in the paranormal world. We need to sort of turn around and say to people, right, put it together. Let's get out there. Let's get investigating. Let's make it work for everybody.
Yeah. Jackie, if you're on there, just a quick one, would your son go with you? Just so we got a rough number. But yeah, sorry, Darren.
Yeah. we need the power unity. Yeah?
Definitely.
we, we're out there, we're doing all these investigations, and there's empty places. Other people can go,
Yeah.
and there's other people that want to go. We're the tough, most probably yes.
Okay, cool.
Superb,
Thank you.
superb. I'm not sure. I think the last time, which is probably about 3 years ago now, it worked out about 10 a person or something.
So that's
think.
not the end of the world, is it, really, if you think about it?
Yeah. And I mean, when we did the private one with him, he had the keys for the church and the graveyard, and there's Victorian tunnels in the graveyard, which
Nice.
on the normal public one you wouldn't have access to.
Yeah.
It was something special on top. It really was something special on
Can
top.
you remember the name of them, Darren? Off the top of your head?
What, the Ghost Walking Guildford?
Yeah, I'll just ping me it, or
yeah.
Luke. Ping it to Luke, and Luke can have a look. That'll give you something to get up for, Luke.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, Luke, ping them and see how much they charge to do a group of a team.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
tell them you're a part of a paranormal team, Poopy. Para Unified. You're part of the team.
Yeah.
How much would they charge just to take the team round? And if it's not the end of the world, then I'll ping Jackie and whatever if she's available. We'll get some dates off of them, really, Luke, and see what they've got available before October.
Here's a quick rundown on it. I mean, on the website, you can read this. It says Ghost Tour Guildford was founded in 2001. Runs on Friday nights from Good Friday to the end of November, including October 31st. Any week it is not running will be announced above. Tours beginning Guildford High Street on the pavement by the central steps outside Holy Trinity Church, which is on the right near the top of the street, short way beyond Sainsbury's. Tour lasts 1.5 hours, 1 3/4 hours, and covers around 20 haunted and mysterious sites in close proximity of each other. In our ancient town, it passes through Guildford High Street, North Street, Tunsgate, the Castle Grounds, and Quarry Street, and finishes in the Angel Hotel. A few minutes further down the street from the starting point. There's no need to book. Dogs are welcome. Wheelchair accessible. Discover why Holy Trinity Church is cursed. The identity of the mysterious lady in grey seen around Tunsgate, where Guildford's criminals were executed. A phantom dog has been seen during one of the tours. And just how many ghosts there are inside Guildford's most haunted building, the King's Head pub. If you are ready to have a laugh until you scream, we invite you to join us. It's a horrible way to spend an evening. Yeah.
Guildford Ghost Walk.
Yeah, since it's not gotten there.
No, it's not. Well, that sounds ideal, doesn't it?
The Ghost Tour Guildford is a professional independent business. Costs are £10 for adults, £5 for under 16s. Although all the family are welcome and often do attend, it's probably recommended over 8. Easy walk.
Easy walk.
Yeah. It's not fast.
Yeah, well, he's saying here that the minimum fee for private walks is 75 quid. So that it'd be interesting to find out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
They might do it.
So like a team.
Yeah.
Because we have obviously missing investigators off of here at the moment, don't we?
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll all be interested, and you could definitely get, I reckon, 10 or 15 Jackie and her son if she's available, and obviously Luke and his mum.
I believe it is. I think
it is, isn't it? Up by the hospital, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where the pub is, isn't it? Near the hospital.
Yeah. Do you remember The Exorcist, that church or cathedral building with the long road down? Yeah.
That building. Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
I've been there before, yeah.
In Guildford.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Guildford's quite a rare haunted city.
I know it is, yeah.
But so is Oxford. However, in a short while, you will never, ever, ever be investigating anyone that gets run over in Oxford ever again. Well, they banned all cars, haven't they?
Well, yeah.
So,
But yeah, I suppose it's all cyclists, isn't it? You'd end up getting mowed down, wouldn't you, really?
road here, yeah, by some stupid cyclist. Yeah.
You know, the ones that pay to use our roads, them ones, you mean?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
nice to see we have now got the hottest July on record. How is it going for you?
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? If you want to add to global warming, there's one simple thing to do.
Stop bonfire.
Run over a cyclist.
It's come close a few times, to be honest. We've come close a few times.
Try the one that I blocked. Try and get through the traffic lights.
And then he told Jen off.
Did he?
So
Yeah, he was quite rude to her.
yeah, so then he got a hoot, a large, long hoot.
So she bibbed him. Because I'd have just opened the window and said, until you pay to use the roads, then you can say something. Until then, don't say anything.
Well, you know what? I mean, this isn't a road debating show or
No.
anything.
No.
But
That happened after. No, he swore. He said something to me, and then when I got to the traffic lights, I blocked him so he couldn't get past.
well, you know, Portsmouth has spent millions of pounds on government grants on new cycle lanes, and they've narrowed the road down. They've put posts up either side, and
Right.
there's this post route as well. And cyclists still don't use it. Eastern Roads is a 30, 40, then 50 limit, dual carriageway, concrete island in the middle, and there's some really disgusting drivers down there. And there's a beautiful cycle lane. Oh,
Yeah.
goes all through the trees. And
Oh, lovely.
They won't use it. Won't use it.
Strange, isn't it?
It's
So we'll plan a ghost walk in Guildford then, shall we?
Guildford Ghost Walk, mate. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Do you want to email him, Paul, and
I can do.
and find out how much? He says from 75 quid.
All right. How many do we reckon we'll have? 15, maybe?
Well, 10 to 15 people. Yeah.
Okay.
We will, because there'll be 5 of us.
Yeah.
2 of you, so that's 7.
Yeah.
Luke, Amy, and his mum.
Yeah.
And
Plus 7, 9, it's sort of 9.
we've got here, hi everyone. Can you put your name on beside your comment, because this is all it brings up for us here on my dashboard, Facebook use, and
Well, it depends.
At the minute it's all in. We've just thought of it like literally 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it's something I've wanted to chuck into the group chat for ages to get everybody on a night out. The minute the guy's doing them on a Friday evening on a commercial basis, so I don't know.
I'll contact him.
Yeah,
I'll contact him, and if I need to, I'll ring him and have a chat with him and just explain who we are and what we'd want to get out of it. You know, we'd want to hear the history of what he's got to say. He's obviously very knowledgeable guy on that, so it'd be very interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
And he's an actor as well, so he's.
But that also could lead to other things coming off of that. Oh, why don't you contact so and so, because they do? Why don't you contact so and so? They also do. You know, leads come off of it, don't they? A lot of the time.
Oh, Scott, great to have you on again, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Yeah,
good evening, mate. Scott. Welcome.
Yep. I'll have to contact you, Scott, before the end of the summer, mate, and come down and view a few of your locations with you, if that's all right, mate. And we're still going to get you on about your dolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very interested in that.
Very interested.
Very interested.
Very interested. Yeah. Those that are on, I mean, this is Unified Paranormal Investigators. Go and check out, obviously, ourselves, South Coast Ghosts, and Ghost Trackers on YouTube and Facebook, please. Scott's a good guy. I've known him a number of years now. Everything he does is real. Nothing's staged. It's not in a controlled environment. It's absolutely real.
Yeah.
That'll be Jackie.
Yeah.
So, hi to Scott. This is what we want. This is what we want, guys. We want the interaction.
Yeah.
And we want people joining us and promoting themselves as well.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Scott is down in the New Forest for those that are watching this or watch it recorded. So if you've got any questions down about the New Forest, Scott's got some fantastic places. I've been watching Scott the last few weeks. I've been away, Scott. So
I have a question.
sorry, Scott.
His mum's just died.
Who's?
Scott.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
I
That's right.
wish I could say something. Like others do say something. Words can't. There's no words, mate. You can say. Unfortunately, it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
Jackie.
We feel for you. We feel for you. Great loss. Great loss.
Yeah. But no,
It'd be interesting if we could get Scott on one week and go through when he's ready, obviously, and dealt with what's going on and have a chat about the haunted dolls. Be really, really interesting. Many years of experience, isn't he, with them? Many years.
Lots of people are waiting for that. He's very knowledgeable with his with those. Very knowledgeable. He knows what he's doing with them dolls. He really knows what he's doing with them dolls.
I don't want one, but I'm very interested in them.
Well, Luke's got one, haven't you, Luke?
I got one.
Yeah, a few of them, yeah.
Yeah, you've got a few of you.
Yeah.
How many you got now then?
Oh, I don't know.
Uh-oh. How many, Luke? How many is quite a few, Luke? Come on.
Are any singing?
10 probably.
10?
15, I don't know.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Well, that's something we can actually do. Mirrors is another. I'm very. See, mirrors, I'm bang into. There's one at Woodchester Mansion, and I think it's the most haunted part of the mansion, because I believe mirrors record everything they've ever had go past them.
Yeah.
That's my belief. I believe that time is stationary, and I'm trying to get that concept in my mind still to this day. And I've been on this for about 6-7 years now. And I believe that mirrors, therefore, if time is stationary, everything is still captured, that image, that recording in that mirror. So I'd be interested in what Scott thinks about mirrors.
I believe they're like a doorway.
Mate, honestly,
Our hearts go out for you.
Yeah, he agrees with me on that. The recordings on, I believe it's just a doorway. Yeah, a doorway.
Yeah.
Maybe it can save the spirit on that mirror. That mirror can be a home for the spirit, and the spirit can come and go as it wishes.
Well, I know in the Lamb, when we did the Lamb, the night that two ladies did the mirror scrying there was just another level, mate. I've done a few mirror scrying, and I'll tell you who's good at that, Jackie. Jackie's really good at that.
Yes,
and that night, that night of the Lamb, oh my God, when the eyes looked around the room, that was a different level. Oh my word. I have a haunted mirror portal, I agree. Ghost Trackers. Scott.
We're just real, mate. I think everybody in life, especially us blokes, we have this. And thank you, Jackie. That's Scott Jacks. Yeah. I think we all have this wall that we put up to stop, or the ostrich theory would just stick our heads in the sand and just carry on. Yeah. And I think it's easier to do nothing than do something. It's if you do nothing, it's so easy to do nothing. Whereas if you have to pick up the remote control from the other end of the room, you've got to go up, you've got to go get it. So it's effort. And this wall thing, we've got to get down. We've got to get rid of the wall. And we've got to start all coming together, like the Ghost Walk, for instance. Yeah, whoever watches this or whatever on record or watching it live now, old or new, if I've known you, Paul's known you, Luke, whatever, over the last God knows how many years, and we've got on brilliant. If we haven't, then you're still welcome.
Yeah.
You can't go back. You can only go forward.
Let bygones be bygones.
Like Jen said, let bygones be bygones. It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, bygones be bygones. Let's just say, look, if you're on here now, we know each other. We've all been in the paranormal world for a very long time. In that case, why don't we share our knowledges? Come on, let's do it. Yeah.
Nobody's out to take venues or anything like that. We're out to investigate as a team, of one whole team, whether it's 10 people or 35 people. It doesn't matter. From different groups. Each group has a different way, doesn't it? A different way of investigating, a different way of connection, and a different way. Not everybody has the right way. That's why it's so hit and miss, isn't it?
Is as venues, right? Just while I'm thinking it, because otherwise it will go. Likes of the Alistair Crowley house, I know how to get there, and I can write down the directions on a piece of paper now and show you the easiest, quickest, safest route up there, and whatever. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to tell anybody outside of this. Where I'll tell any one of you guys on here now exactly how to get there, right? Because I know that you're going to go up there and go, oh, Darren's giving us the directions, blah, blah, blah. You're going to respect the place. You're not going to trash it, yeah?
Absolutely.
But I'll put it on an open forum. Oh, yeah, don't take that path because that one, you have to go that way. But take this little one you don't see, yeah? There's just and you get up there and you go, oh, yeah, I've got this from South Coast Ghost, Big Darren or whatever, yeah? And you go trashing it, yeah? Then even if people don't know it's me that's giving them directions, it's on my shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
So,
thing is, it's a piece of history, Darren. It's a piece of history, isn't it? If you think about it, then why would people want to trash history?
Why did that person scratch the side of your car? Why did somebody kick the motorbike?
That's exactly it, isn't it? Yeah.
Why did somebody smash a window? Why? I mean, in Portsmouth, the old Debenhams store in Portsmouth sits on it's a typical Debenhams store. Yeah. It sits on a real big long corner. It's quite grand. Yeah. And there's flats and whatever out the back of it. And one day I was down there and I heard all this smashing and whatever, and I'm like, it's the kids in there, and they're rocks and they're hurling it up and and you daren't say anything to them because your car is going to be hit next, Very true, right?
It is very disrespectful,
yeah. My dad taught me respect is not that.
Yeah.
This is what respect is today. Yeah. They all think that respect is I'm harder than him or her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect is you respect the other person, the other human being for being what they are, and a good one.
Oh, voodoo priestess.
What?
It's haunted mirror he got from a voodoo princess. It's a big mirror. See it as a portal. See the doorway. You know that doorway theory. Like you say, Darren, it records time. It's like a camera, isn't it? With a lens. It's a lens to time, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, I would imagine that's Jackie. Yeah, go on, Ghost Trackers, Jackie. Yeah, and that's where all Scott's stuff is. Yeah, on YouTube. He's got some really good stuff. Myself and Nigel did one up North End with him, a flat, and it was quite a demonic thing. And this young girl and a partner, they were, yeah, sound. She says, will do. I mean, they were having hells of problems, and Scott said, "Oh, hey, I'm doing something in cheer, mate, that would be superb, because I'm always looking at getting on the motorbike and going and finding somewhere to do." Yeah.
Yeah, just ping it to Darren, mate.
Yeah, send us a PM, mate, will you please?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm really biting at the bit in a minute, and I've got till the 12th of August, and I'm off again for another couple of weeks. In the daytime, I can do, whoa, I'm there, yeah. But what was I saying? I've gone. It's gone now. It's absolutely.
What was you saying? About mirrors
Demon
and that, wasn't it?
house, I think.
Oh, the house, the flat
Yeah,
you were going with Scott.
Yeah, that's it. It's up North End. So he said if you we're going to do the intro and whatever. So if you get there about 8 o'clock, I went, yeah, okay. So we got there about 8:30. And immediately when I went in the hallway, I could feel it. Nigel picked up on it because he's really sensitive, really sensitive. And we were going around, and one of us got pushed, and she was having scratches. That's got to be Graham on now, then, isn't it?
Yeah, we were taking it in.
And it was a demonic entity in there. And I said, I'll get rid of it easy, yeah. And I really did a stupid one, but it went. And they were filming it, and I said, right, I said, whoever's in here now, yeah, whatever spirit is in here now, you obviously think you are so hard. I said, I'm going to give you now the next 5 minutes or something, and no protection to me at all, right? I said, just do what you can to me. If you want to punch me in the face, kick me where it really hurts, scratch me, push me, throw me. I said, you are allowed to do anything you want to me now, but I bet you're not hard enough. But here's the deal. If you manage to do something to me and hurt me, I'll leave you alone. But if in that 5 minutes you can't do anything to me, I don't even feel you, yeah? I said, you've got to leave. One of us goes, one of us stays. Simple as, yeah? And anyway, I went, come on, use some of my energy to hit me. Go on. And I could feel it building up, dying down, building up, dying down. And I got to like 5 minutes, and I said, go on, I'll give you another couple of minutes. Do your best, yeah? And I went, you are so pathetic. You really are, yeah? You're an absolute nothing. I hope you can see that now. You've got to stick. It's got to stick to the deal. It can't go back on the deal. I don't know why, but they can't go back on the deal. And the whole room, Scotland, it just changed atmosphere that second. It really did feel totally different in that room. That was about.
Did you think? Do you think it couldn't feed off your fear because you had none?
Yeah, I really do. Yeah, I really think that these horrible things that come in and taunt us, are we make them, we allow them to do it. Our fear, unwittingly, we are feeding him.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Jackie, you really need to make sure your fellas have left before your husband comes home. I don't know.
Now, Jackie. What's going on there then?
Did you see him full body? Was it? I mean, I've never been in your bedroom, Jackie, so I don't know how much. I don't. I don't know how much light's in the bedroom.
Can you not do a live? I know Jackie gets a lot, gets a lot that goes on in her house.
That's Scott. Yeah, maybe you got the video line around still, mate. I don't know, but Scott's good at making his videos. Very good.
But then it's the thing is, isn't it? Like they say, the more fear you have, the more powerful they become because they feed off that fear energy. If you don't show that fear like you didn't, then is he frozen, Luke? Can he?
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
In a cloud of dust.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's gone frozen.
Oh, he's back again. And you're back in the room. That's not even good, mate. That's not even good. Yeah. I just saw two. I just picked up a number. Oh dear.
No, you don't. That's all right if you. But he's really poorly, man. So it's all going.
Mick Becky's husband's not well.
Wasn't it?
He saw a guy standing at the end of their bed in a trench coat in a white shirt
When?
the other night.
Right.
Dicky bow and a hat, then a huge white orb sparkling. Wow. That's something else, isn't it? Did you not pick up who it was? Jackie, did you not? I don't know, your house is quite haunted, isn't it?
Right.
You often pick up bits. Oh, last night. Because I know Jackie picks up lots of stuff with her SLS camera there in her house. But yeah, it's like they say though, the more fear you show, the more powerful they become.
Yeah, how does Mick deal with it, Jackie? How I mean, what would you gauge him as being? Would he be acceptable? Would he be a bit fearful? Would he have a little bit of this, that, the other in him? I mean, how would you gauge him on?
Do you think he's got psychic abilities, Jackie? That's why he sees people.
So Mick's been playing.
Oh, the Echo Box.
The Echo Box.
Yeah, I've used that before.
Has Mick been trying this? Because if he has, there's your answer.
Because that's quite a difficult one to run, that Echo Box. So you really got to have a lot of practice with that.
Yeah.
It's a difficult app, that one. The other one I tend to try, and I've had really good results, is the Necrophonic.
Yeah, I've got that, yeah.
Have you got that, Luke?
Yeah, I've used it before,
that seems to work well, doesn't it? And of course I have the Alice box.
In that case, I would imagine if he's been on the Echo Box and he's not very well, he's had a visitor that's been following him or something, he's brought through it, that's come to see how he is.
Yeah. Family member.
All right, you're dabbling.
But Jackie, do you know if everything's shut down? The Echo Box is shut down. There's no open portals or anything. Just make sure everything's shut down. I mean, you know what you're doing anyway. I'm not telling you whatever, but yeah, but just double check, Jack. So have a wander around and see what you think.
Yeah.
You're welcome on at any time, Scott. Anytime.
In your time, mate.
Yeah.
Anytime, bud. Anytime.
You're welcome on any time.
He's I've got a friend and his wife who live down near Bournemouth, Tim Stevens, who I was hoping was going to be on tonight, but he's probably got band practice. We did have
Yeah.
the pleasure of seeing them both on Saturday evening. So if you're watching this, Tim, it was great to see you and Julie, mate. Really great. And he would no doubt take the pleasure of meeting up and whatever, and maybe, collaborate something between the 3-4 of us around your area, mate, for an afternoon or something. But obviously, get what you've got out of the way, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Family's more important than anything else. Yeah.
There's no rush.
Well, if you feel safe,
Yeah, I knew you.
then I would imagine it was just a man that's been attracted, and if you was a past spirit, and I know I wouldn't. I think I know you well enough, Jack. I think if you could see somebody that maybe like Paul in his bed and he wasn't very well or something, you'd be quite concerned, and you probably would draw yourself to that person, and maybe
Unless it's someone from a past life.
You'd want to come over to that person to make sure they were, or you'd be trying to say something to them and suddenly realise you'd shown yourself to them. That's all I can really think of. That, yeah.
Or someone from a past life.
Is that you, Jax, or someone else?
Must be Jackie, I think, by the look of it.
Yeah.
But whether it's someone from a past life that's come in to see him, don't know, do you? That's a difficult one, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I reckon that was what I just said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. I think that's what you've got there, Jackie. I really do. But that's an interesting case, isn't it?
Very.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
There you
Thanks,
are.
Jack.
You're psychic, sensitive. I call myself. I don't call myself a medium because I'm an extra large anyway. And somebody said to me on Saturday night, we did the human pendulum, and it was really good. We had this young lad from Reading called Aidan, and he turned up. I was having a vape outside and waiting for people, and he says, "Oh, my Aidan, by the way, nice young lad, wasn't he, Luke?"
He was, yeah.
And I said, "Oh, pleased to meet you, mate." I said, "I'm Darren. I had my Paranormal top on and whatever, so I helped Julia out, Julia's group, yeah. So I've got my own, but tonight I'm Paranormal and so forth, yeah." I said, "Pleased to meet you, mate." I said, "Have you been?" "No, first one." I went, "All right." I said, "If you've got any questions, you want any help or anything like that," I said, "that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer your questions and help you obtain what you want to achieve tonight." "Oh, that's superb." And he got picked on the human pendulum in the mat room, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
And I could see 8 spirits in the room, and I could see them coming around the backs of these people. A couple of serious ones, but a couple that were quite jovial and whatever. And he got picked, and I said, "Do you want to come in?" He says, yes. But anytime you don't feel safe, let me know. If you want to leave, let me know. I brought him in the middle, and I basically, the yes was backwards. So basically, I could see 8, and I said to this young lad who we had talking, I said, "How many spirits are in the room? Are there another 7? And he went straight yes, didn't he?
Yeah.
yeah, he did really, really well. And you know, Aidan, if you do watch this recording or whatever, fair play, lad. You know, you put your effort into it. You're quite a sensitive person. I said that to you on the night. Come out with us again. Keep an eye on the Paranation page. And I mean, we've got Hellfire Caves next month. That's quite a heavy newbies event. Always welcome. I would suggest Shepton Mallet is. We've also got this boat coming up, haven't we? You seen that, Paul?
Yeah, yeah.
This is going to be a first, a boat. Yeah. Human pendulum. I agree 100%. I can tell though if the person's putting it on or not, because I don't know how it works, but I know the answer to a question before the question comes up now. I got to this stage where if somebody turned around and went, "Oh, how old are you?" I'd know he was going to get knocked backwards and forwards 57 times. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got 30%, 50%, and 100% confident in that. And many a time I was finding myself blurting it out before he'd gone forwards or backwards. So I'd go, yeah, it's male. And he'd go, yes. And the question was, are you male?
Yeah.
That's superb. I'm not the only one. But now I know what the answer's going to be, what the question's going to be, and when it's going to come up. Yeah? And when I did I could feel the heat building up. And when the heat built up, it was getting a bit confused because we had this Claire coming and she went right there and I could hardly see. I was looking at Angela, it's all like blurry. And I'm like, will you step back a bit because you're hurting me? She was hurt. And anyway, she did, thank God, step back a bit. And I'm like, she was like, this woman, Margaret, or something was with her. And they had kids down there. And the kids were from councils, staff, and high-ranking people, or whatever. They were preparing for the worst in them tunnels. I'm telling you, the things that were being put in my mind. And they had bomb-proof doors and everything in them tunnels. And afterwards, these two women came, are you a medium? And I said, well, no, but yes. And I said, look, the reason I don't say yes is because over the last few years, ever since we've had certain television shows that have made mediums become martyrs, and there's a lot of fakes come around. I said, we don't fake, we're real. Everything you see is 100%. So I don't come out and say, oh, I'm Darren, I'm the medium, and I'm blah, blah, blah. Because one, people will suddenly come to you. Yeah, all labels as fakes, completely, all of them. Well, not all, but you know, it's financial gain. When there's money, there's you know, somebody wants something from the money, don't they? You know, give me 20 quid and I'll tell you your fortune or something. Yeah, you know, okay, some can do it. I don't disagree with that, right? And I'm not saying all are, but labelled wise, yeah, and I don't want to be labelled, so I say I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. I can pick up. I can communicate. Yeah. If that's you, Jax, what you want to do is go on paranation.co.uk and you'll see, because she put on wow a boat, yeah. Same here. Always doubt myself. 101% doubt every single time. Am I doing it right? Am I? Good. I mean, there are certain things that I can't tell people. I can put them off doing something, yeah, or maybe delay them 5 minutes. but I can't say, oh, your brakes are failing in a minute, you're dead, because they would never ever take that journey, and history would be changed forever. Because history doesn't just go backwards; it goes forwards as well. And that may sound completely nuts to you, but one day it won't. One day it won't. One day you will see. Yeah. Otherwise, you just get shut down. Oh Christ! Don't you just? Don't you just? Especially with my mouth, because I.
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Everybody that knows me knows that if I've got something to say, I'm going to bloody say it. That's simple.
Yeah.
And I call a spade a spade. Luke, probably on here tonight, knows the most. If I've got something to say, I just say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I've gone round and he's laying in bed, I say to his mum, why don't you just donate his body to somebody that wants to go out? But I don't say it behind your back. I say it to you, yeah. And you can take me for what you want for that, yeah. I was brought up by my dad, who's a Yorkshireman, and people in Yorkshire are very direct and straight to the point. And I'm probably more direct than he brought me up to be. But I found when I was a kid, I hated liars. I hated kids that lied. Couldn't stand it, and I couldn't wait to be an adult. So, because adults didn't lie, adults told the truth because they believed each other. And yeah, always. And when I became an adult, I realised that adults lied more than bloody kids did. They just perfected the art better, and I was quite disheartened. So I do not lie. I tell you the truth. Simple as. But no. So basically, we do have a vote coming up. Go up, Jackie. Go on to paranation.co.uk. They're all the paid events. We've discussed we may do Waverley on the 4th of August. Waiting on Paul as well because he's got a few issues and personal things, and also he's on the platform on the 5th. Hopefully, the platform to speak to people.
You never know. You never know.
Luke's
I shall do my best.
You better, mate. You better. Luke knocked one out, so he's waiting for his tooth to go back in.
So really coming up we have a Waverley, a Ghost Walker in Guildford. Yeah, very, very scary. But we, coming up we have Waverley, don't we? The Guildford Ghost Walk, if we can get that arranged.
Yeah.
Which will be up on the website or whatever as soon as we get to go ahead, and we stick out dates and then try and do it from there. I hope so, Jax. I do hope so. Well, Darren knows what I'm like. He knows.
Yeah. That's how we met. Anyway.
Yeah. What, in a past life? Did you run over me in a past life? And I've come back to get you.
Well, anyway, hopefully anybody that's watching this has enjoyed it live or enjoyed it recorded.
Dead.
Alive or dead.
Yeah, dead. Yes, like we have had them come on the program, haven't we?
We have had them. So they are listening. Jenny's right. Alive or dead, if you're listening, you're welcome. You're very welcome if you're alive or dead.
Yeah.
Come and join us.
We know where you live. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Hopefully you've enjoyed it, guys. I'm going to end it here. We normally have our debriefing sort of 10-15 minutes. Oh. I know what it is, right? On the Facebook group, because people haven't actually been onto the StreamYard to allow it to show their names up. On the actual Facebook live, you've got other people on there that are chatting. It doesn't come through to here. So we're seeing half the story.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it is, yeah. But no, anyway, we've done an hour and 15 minutes. We don't want to overrun our time. We don't want to bore you, silly. Look,
Mm.
great to have you. It's if you go on there, it's scheduled for next week. Please, it's just said you're live, so enjoy it. Oh no! Don't make us
Really?
feel bad. No,
Oh, that's bad.
If you can do us the favour of sharing the next week's live as many places and as many friends as you can, please. We really do appreciate every like. Sorry, Debbie, don't worry. You know
Debbie,
when
we always start 8 o'clock on a Monday. So
yeah,
please come in. Come in
please
at Monday.
yeah, we mean that. Please come in. Please come in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if people are finding it a struggle or whatever, we can start at 8:30. You know, just put it in the comments. You know, if we can help, whatever, we will. Thanks everyone that's commented live, commenting afterwards. If you've got any suggestions, you want to join us next week, well, come and join us. Come on here, and
If there's something you want us to talk about, or something we can find out, or something we can all participate in, let us know in the comments or message Darren or myself, and we'll make sure that we try and put it within the live so everybody gets a go. And we're open to all subjects.
It's a complete open forum. When I started South Coast Ghosts in 2007, I started it, and yeah, you better come on, Jackie. Right. Better. Hey, we know where you live. We'll come and do it from your house.
Darren was the man with the trench coat on.
I started off running it, and then there was a few issues and whatever. I just stepped back. I said, right, do what you want. And I realised it ran so much better with everybody deciding on it. So what I do now in the team chat, yeah, I don't have a trench coat. I don't have one fits me. What I do now in the chat is if we've got a new member wants to become involved with us, I put it to everybody in the chat. I say, look, we've had John, and he's been with us on 6 investigations and so forth. And he seems to be quite a good team member. I'm thinking of saying to him, do you want to come on board? Yeah, with us and be a team member, a core member. How do you feel? And everybody gets a say on it. You know, I don't just drop somebody in there and say, oh, yeah, Paul's come on board and Luke's come on board. And somebody goes, do you know what? He stole a tenner off me last month or something bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because later on in life, guess what? 5 years down the road, yeah, if John does something bad to people or whatever, everybody agreed to have him in, not just me or not just Luke or not just you or whatever.
Yeah.
So it runs itself. That's what I'm saying. And every location we go to, everything like that, it's run by the members. So everybody has a decision on it. We want to do the Guildford Ghost Walk. We've done it. We decided tonight we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
So I
if
think
people are interested, just leave us a comment or leave us a number of tickets, and we can then give it a rough idea of what we're looking for, and we'll approach them to do it as a team event rather than as the public.
And give us a day that you can't do.
Yeah.
Give us a day you can't do, like I can't do Sundays or I can't do Tuesdays. Yeah, because it makes it a lot easier for us instead of Paul going back to the guy and going, oh yeah, you can do a Thursday night. Oh great, and everybody going, oh no, I can't do Thursday. Oh, back to the drawing board.
Yeah. We need.
It's raining.
We need a solid Friday / Saturday. Obviously, the 5th I can't do because obviously I'm doing that platform with Jen. So if it's Friday the 4th, then fine. If everybody's in agreement or somebody's got a date, either that or I contact the guy and see what dates he's got.
Yeah, that's.
And then we could just launch it back in the group chat and people
Three,
can
4
see.
days.
Yeah.
It might be booked up for a little while.
Well, that's what we're thinking. Yeah. So if I could get hold of him and chat, maybe he can give us 3 or 4, 5, 6 different dates. You know, and we can ping it in on the chat, or can't do Fridays as first say. That's fine. See, that's what we need, feedback like that.
Yeah.
So we knew. So if he had a Wednesday, Thursday, obviously I think that was Jackie can't do a Friday. As long as people give us an idea, so I'll go to him and say, can you do Thursday night this time for 15, 20 people? What would be the cost? And then, you know, we could come back, put it on the chat line, ping everybody, put it on here on a Monday night. These are the solid dates, and then we could take it from there. If everybody's in agreement, then we'll go for it and book it.
Yeah.
What we'll do, we'll get the prices, like Paul just said, and we'll run a poll with 2 or 3 dates on Poppy, South Coast Ghosts, Host for Ghosts, what days people can do, and Paranation as well, if Julian wants. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll just do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think so.
We'll start off on the prices, and then we'll get it up on the board anyway. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. You're going to end the
Thank
live
you.
now,
Thank you.
and we'll see you later.
Have a good week.
See you next Monday.
See you Monday.
Better than Tuesdays.